It's 10:05, and hopefully they will be able to join us. Thank you guys for all being here this morning.
Hey, Mary, one real quick
Thank
thing.
you.
One real quick thing. I'm walking out the door at 11:30 for a 12 o'clock, so.
Well, okay then, we better go quick.
Right.
Thank you, Sandy. Okay. Want to thank everybody for being here. We want to go over the new website, and today's session is really just to familiarize everyone with what the new website will look like to a member. Okay, so all of our members will have access to this new website, and we want to go over what members will see. On Friday, we're going to do more talking about what you as leaders, coordinators will be able to do with your special leader coordinator account. Okay, so just a couple of things. The current web page that we have is a public web page. Anybody can go out and look at it, see everything, right? The new website will have a public side and then a member side. So most of the things, hey there.
Terry's in.
Hi, Terry. Hi.
Pat's trying.
So most of what we're going to cover today, we're going to spend some time on the public side, but what is new is the member side. So we're going to spend most of our time there. Pat and Peg did a great job of making sure with our new website that we were covering all the stuff that we had with the previous website, that we weren't losing any functionality or any knowledge, any information. So they've done a great job making sure we got everything moved over, and also added some great things to our public side. And then we also, like I said, go over to the member side, and that's where we're going to spend most of our time. Just a little bit about how this website is set up. Every person will have a member account. Every member will have a member account, including you. And that is where you will do things like, renew, pay your dues, register for the Christmas luncheon, sign up to volunteer for a voter registration drive, etc. Join a committee. That's where you're going to do that. That's where every member will do that. Then everyone on this call, because you are a leader of something within the group, within the league, you're going to have a separate special coordinator account. And that coordinator account is the account that you're all going to sign into today. Today is set up with just member access or regular access. Later on, we'll add additional access so that you can do the things you need to do as a committee leader, or, whatever your role is in the league. Okay, so you'll have special access, but we'll go over that kind of stuff on Friday. Okay, with that, let's just, hopefully everybody can see the screen, my screen.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, great. And I'd like for you guys to all, if you can split your screen or you have another device, go ahead and sign in to go ahead and go to the website. And this is our temporary website, but it's lwvkcjcp.clubexpress.com. And that was also an email I sent you. So if you can split your screen or have your computer and you're on your, I'd like for you to go there so that you can follow along and do what I'm doing.
There we go.
Okay. And then we put in our make our password.
Not yet. We're going to do the public side first, Emmy. So you should see the home page. There will be member login in the upper right corner, but we're not going to go there yet because we're going to just stay on the public side for a little bit before we go to the member side.
Oops. Okay. So don't.
Is everybody on the webpage?
No,
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Anybody not there yet?
I see it on the laptop. I'm trying to get it on my tablet. I get Laguna Woods. It doesn't like me.
Pat, you're there by phone?
This is Pat, yes.
Okay.
Okay, so what is the Club Express one again? Give me the
It's
address.
lwvkcjcp.clubexpress.com.
If you look at Mary's email, you can just click on that.
Yes,
Link.
it was in the email I sent you. You can click on that if you need to.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was trying to find it, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, let's just look. I want you all to take just a minute to look at the homepage. A couple of things up in the right, upper right, is the member login. We'll get to that in a minute. We've got, you know, some nice red boxes to help people join us, sign up for our mailing list. That would be people who aren't members, and donate. And then beside home, there's actually on the blue bar is our main menu. If you click on become a member, that drops down and you can, there's a bunch of information. This would be for people who are interested in joining. They can read all this, and when they get tired of reading, they can join. So it's got a lot of information about our league. It tells them about our different membership types and so on. And if they click the Join Now button, it takes them to the membership application. Also below that, it has information about the scholarships. And if they click on that, if you click on that, it takes you to the scholarship application.
Bam.
And then below that is information about giving a gift membership. And the way gift memberships work is a person can purchase one online, and they enter their information and who they want to give it to online. And once they pay for it, the recipient will receive an email with a code that they will enter when they join. That gives them their free membership.
Oh.
Okay, the next thing is get to know us. There's several, if you hover over that, you'll see there's 5 different things that a person can do. There's information about our monthly programs. There's with a calendar of just the upcoming monthly major meetings, and then some testimonials, and then some information about, you know, special meetings like December. We've also got a Meet the League, which gives you the history of the league. Governance talks about our board, and then Contact Us finally, of course, is how to get a hold of us. We click on Contact Us, it gives the whole address and phone numbers and email addresses, and even allows visitors to send an email to us and pick out who they want to send it to. Do they want to send it to Sandy, or who they want to send it to?
Right.
So this is all people. Okay, then we what the public can see. Then we have our work, which goes to the voter newsletter. You can click on that to see the voter. Speakers Bureau, we've got a nice thing here for the Speakers Bureau that people can tell us about it. And then there's a request form that if you click on this speaker request form, there's a nice form here that they fill out. That form, when somebody fills that out, it gets sent to Stacy, and then she will contact them. So that's how that will work. And then press releases and league positions, you guys can look at those at your leisure. Voting and elections, okay, we've got quite a few things here. We've got a candidate issue forums, and this is my interest, Anitra. And if you want to have a candidate forum, you can click here and fill out a form. And then that will go to Anitra, and she'll get to take that and respond to that person and set up the form, etc. So that's kind of what we've got set up. There's information, a lot of information about voter registration. And if somebody wants us to come do a voter registration drive, there's also another form for that they can fill out, okay?
I love that.
And that is right here, voter registration, a lot of information about voter registration and all kinds of stuff about looking up your voter registration and how to register, and college students and restoring rights and all kinds of great stuff that Peg put together. So, and all of these, you know, there's find my elected officials, adopt a poll, all these kind of things. Okay, so this is all available to the public. There's also a calendar, and I found myself in this situation back in like January. I'm on another board. We were going to have a meeting this summer. People come in from around the country and the Midwest, and I wanted to know when was our league meeting in June, so it wasn't on the same day. I couldn't find it. Well, now a person on this calendar that gives you the current month, and you can advance by just clicking on the month, going forward, backward, you know, you can go backwards to find what's out there. Now, we don't have everything here yet, but so anyway, that's what we, and then last, we want people to donate, so the public can also donate via various means. Rita worked on this page. So anyway, all the different ways people can donate. Okay, so that's kind of the public side. Any questions before we move on?
Do we want to add any information about online voter registration on the voting registration section?
I think that's actually there, but I'll let Pat or Peg.
Yeah, I don't know
I'll
about
let
that.
take note of that and make sure that's covered. Okay, let's move on now to member log. Let's go ahead and log in as a member. So if you go up to the upper right corner, you'll click member login. And you'll get this screen, the login screen. Couple of things here. If you forget your username or password, you can always click forgot my username or password, and it takes you to a place where you enter your email address. And
I'm still looking. I'm on my phone. I'm still looking for member login.
so
It's
Becky,
along the
it's going to
bottom.
go to your voter registration Gmail account, not to you personally. All of those are set up to go to your league Gmail account.
Well, I know, but I'm still looking for the member login tab on the cell phone format.
It's along the bottom.
Okay.
There's a
Where it
three
says
lines
menu?
menu. There
Oh,
was
login. Okay, thank you.
yeah. The menu items that are on the top, login, mailing list, donate, are at a different location on the phone.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
And
Right.
so if you guys can, it would probably be better for this training for you to view what I'm doing on this screen, maybe on your phone, and for you to be doing on the computer. Just an idea. Because I can't tell you I can tell you what I'm doing on the computer. I can't tell you where things are on the phone.
That's fine.
It's formatting okay for iPad.
Yeah. Okay, so
Login failed.
Okay, and you'll need to use the username and the password that you received via Gmail. And if you have a league Gmail account, it would have gone there.
Hey, Becky,
Yeah,
are you using an iPhone or an Android?
I'm using an iPhone, and I got 3 different login messages and three different logins and 3 different passwords. So I'm using the most recent one, which was See Voter Serve, and I'm just, let's see.
I've
We've
got
been
a
do-
question.
We've
Okay,
been
now
doing
I
a lot
got
of
it.
testing. You got it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you'll be interested to know the first thing that popped up for me when I signed in is, it looks like your membership is expiring soon.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Well, Donna, did you sign in under your Observer Corps email?
No, I signed in under my test one that you had given me earlier with my test.
Okay. Well, the
Yeah.
idea was everyone was supposed to sign in under their league coordinator account.
Oh, okay, I'll go back.
That's
and do
why I
that.
sent that to you guys, because I wanted everybody to see the same thing.
Okay, I'll go back and do that then.
It was a test.
I can't find the member login page. I finally got it on my tablet. But
It's
Okay,
maybe
in
a
the
log-
upper right corner, it should say member login.
nope,
All the way at the top.
all the way at the top.
It's
No.
above those join us, mail, sign up and donate.
The three red tabs. Look above the
Yeah.
three red tabs.
Do you
Okay,
have,
I
think
don't
it's-
get those.
yeah, because you have even though you have
I'm
a
on a
tablet, you have
tablet.
the mobile,
Okay,
and it shows up in gray along the bottom.
okay. I am sorry if I didn't communicate this very well. The training, you should all be on your computer signed into your league account for the training. If you need to be
I
on
am.
another device for Zoom, please make that switch. Because otherwise you're not going to be able to follow, because you're going to have different menus and it's going to look different.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
So please make sure that you are logged in on your computer for the training, and you can move the Zoom meeting to another device if necessary, or move the Zoom meeting aside so you don't see it.
Okay. Got the login and need to put in my,
So not our test accounts, right, Mary?
No, you should be logged in as Sandy Eads president.
So that's same as my Gmail login.
You'll need to go to your president Gmail account to see the
Yeah.
login.
Got it.
Oh, here we go.
how do I get rid of CCAT?
If you're looking at CCAT, you're looking at my screen that I'm sharing. You're not actually on the website yourself.
Okay.
So you need to go up in your browser.
What? Where'd you put the lock?
Okay. Okay.
I'm having to change my temporary password.
Yes, that's
And
what
you-
we were gonna do right now is
Okay,
everybody catches up. You'll get to a point where you have to change your temporary password.
and do you want us to make that strong or what? I've got medium right
It's
now.
your own password that you'll be using
Yeah,
for your league account, and I don't care what you make it.
whether
Make
it's
it
strong or
something you can
medium. huh?
Remember, make it something you can remember.
Boy, you're asking a lot.
I know, sorry. Write it down, please.
I
And
will.
actually, it's really easy to, and if you forget it, it's okay. It's really, really easy to reset your password.
Right.
In fact, right below where I've got CCAT typed in, there's the little box that says forgot my username or password. You just click on that if you forget.
But we keep the same new username, GOTV, right?
Yeah, you don't change your new username,
Okey doke.
just your password. Okay. Are we all there? Close to being there?
I'm
I'm
still
good.
working, but go on ahead. I'll just take more aspirin when we're done.
Okay, you're gonna
We love
log
you,
in.
Anitra.
Okay, it actually wants me to pay. I'm signing in as Carrie Cat, our founder. But I'm not gonna pay. I'm gonna say, no, I won't pay now. And I'm going to put in a new password. And it's weak, but I don't care. Oops, I might not have matched them. Looks like I didn't.
Mine didn't ask for matching.
Huh?
Mine did not ask for matching.
Well, if you typed it in twice, then I can just tell by looking that I messed up. If you typed it in twice and it matched, perfect. Okay, then I'm gonna click save.
Oh, I did. Oh, I did.
And now I'm in as Carrie Cat. C-Cat.
Now, did you have to go to next to hit save?
I think I just scroll down and hit save.
Yeah.
Whenever you have an opportunity to hit next, always hit next.
Yeah. Well,
Or save, you always want to save and you always want to hit next. That's pretty much.
I guess I'm worried that maybe I'm still in under my member rather than under my committee.
Well, you're okay, Donna. Well, you're okay under your committee or under your member. That's okay.
Well,
We'll just continue on.
yes, go
Okay.
ahead. And I thought I changed, but we'll see.
Okay, so a couple of things. This is what a member will see. If you can look at the screen, my screen for a minute, you'll see up in the top, it'll have your name. If you look at your screen, it'll have your name. Mine actually, Carrie Cat owes money. So there's a $sign by Carrie's name. She owes money. So when you owe money, you get a $sign. And then if you go up and click on your name, you'll see that there's a profile, and we'll get into that in a minute.
Hey, Mary,
Yeah?
I'm having to go through 7 steps because this is my first login.
Okay.
So probably I'm not the only one.
Okay, is everybody else getting all these different steps about what your interests are and update your contact information?
No.
I'm
Yeah,
wondering
I
what
got there.
this agree thing is.
If you're getting a bunch of stuff about update your contact information, just scroll down and click next. And continue to scroll down and click next. You'll be taken through about 4 or 5 screens. That's what members, when they join or when they renew, will see. And it will take you through your contact information. And I think it says save or next at the bottom. Just continue to go through those. It'll take you through some additional member questions. It'll take you through, eventually, do you need to add members, which you won't be. It'll take you through your interest, which is where people are going to be asked to check boxes for which committees they're interested in.
Woohoo.
So, and I'm going to go in my profile right now, which I can also get to from the upper right corner. I'm going to go to the profile. Everyone has a profile.
I would say to, isn't this correct? Oh, Mary?
Yes.
Isn't this correct though? If they're logging in now as their committee member, they don't really need to fill out.
No, you don't need to fill anything out at all. No.
Any committee,
You can
anything
leave
like
it
that, you
blank,
can
but
just
this
go
will
to
give
next,
you an
next,
idea of
yeah.
what members will see when they log in. And when you log in for the first time on your member account, you will see this, okay? So you'll be asked to go through your contact information and make sure it's okay. When you log in, you'll be asked if there's additional members on your, or additional member data. So it asks you what election board you live in and some other things, what your race is. It will also take you through if you have a household membership, you'll need to add, like Carrie Cat has her husband George as a additional member on her account. That's how household memberships work. And then it will also take you through committees and interests, which you'll see a page that looks like this. Hopefully everybody has either seen that page or gone through it, and you go through and you just check the boxes by the things that you want to volunteer for. So if I, as Carrie Cat right now, click voter registration, I want to work on that, and maybe I want to work on, oh, I want to be in the book club. I'm going to check that. And I want to do new member orientation because I just want to do all these things. And I want to work on technology. If I click all of those and click save at the bottom, I'm going to be added to all of those committees.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
So that when Becky sends out a voter registration announcement, it goes to those people?
Yes. So when Becky puts the right group, yes. So that's how people can join committees. And once they've joined committees, then the committee chairs, which we'll see on Friday, can send emails to the people that have signed up for their committee.
It's awesome.
Yeah. So
Becky, we're going to have to figure out how to share this with some other people too.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yes.
Yeah. So, and each time when somebody signs up for your committee, you will get an email that says, Carrie Cat signed up for voter registration. So Becky's going to get an email that says that I signed up for her committee.
Right.
And so will Laura get one for book club and so on. Right. So when our members,
Fabulous.
when our members sign on for the first time, once we launch next Monday, when our members sign on for the first time, they will be taken through all of these screens we just saw. And they will be asked to, check what committees they want to be on. And when they do that, then you guys are going to start getting all these emails, and they'll be sent to your league. If you have a league Gmail account, they'll go to that, the membership chairperson's Gmail account, or Becky, you'll come to your LWVKC voter reg at gmail.com account.
Right.
Okay.
So then
Go ahead, Timmy.
So then it behooves the committee chair to write an email to that person and say, thanks for signing up. I'll let you know when we're meeting or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it'll kind of be up to the committee chair, because you're going to get a whole bunch of people initially, and then after that you won't get very many. But you'll want to, if you know that person, they're already on the committee, you maybe don't need to do that. But if there's somebody new, then that gives the committee chair notice that they probably want to reach out to that person in some way and, make sure that they're.
But when that person also signs up, they're going to get a standard email from the system that says, hey, you've joined this. And when you get that for the first time when you sign up, if you two see that, oh, we want to tweak that message that they get, we can change that standard email that goes out to them saying, hey, thanks for joining the voter registration team.
Yeah.
Right, Mary? I believe yes. So there are, one of the things that we haven't gotten into that we'll get into more on Friday is there's a whole bunch of what we call system emails that are automatically generated. So when someone joins, they automatically get an email, membership email that says, thanks for joining. And, a bunch of flowery stuff that Laura has written. And when they get that when they join, and then when they pay, there's another email that goes from Rita that says, hey, thanks for paying. So every time you register for something, you'll get an email that says, thanks for registering for this event, or thanks for joining this, voter registration or drive or whatever. And then if it's a pay event, once you pay, you'll get an email that says, thanks for paying. Okay?
Thank you.
So, and we can go into a little bit more of that in detail next week, or on Friday, I mean. Okay, so that's the profile. And that kind of goes over also these things we just went over. When a person joins, they will go through that. When they renew, they will go through that same process. So every year when they renew, they're going to have to go through and, you know, we're going to ask them, is this contact information correct for you? And hey, don't you, these are the committees you're already in. Do you want to join some others, or do you want to change what committees you're in? So they'll go through all those screens as part of joining or renewing. Peg, you're on mute. Peg, if you're talking.
Yep. If they start doing this now, that's all going to be lost because we're not live yet, correct?
Right. We're not,
Okay, so-
we're not live yet, so you can play today, but we'll clean this up. We're going to have to clean some of these things up before Monday.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
don't think whatever you update today come next week and you say, oh, I did that last week. It won't be there because
Well,
everything's-
we will clean up your, if you signed up for some committees today, we'll clean that up, and so that we start fresh. And actually, when you sign up for committees, you'll want to sign up using your member account, not your coordinator account.
Right.
Okay. And the same thing, we're going to sign up for an event or two.
And so if we've already done that, then
Stacy,
Okay.
I'm sorry, you didn't catch that.
so I was just double checking. So what Peg said, I corrected mine a few weeks ago. And so, but when we go live, I'll have to redo that.
Yeah, because I don't think you should not be touching, and you don't actually have access to the things that are included in the bulk load.
Well, you know, I did that when I was doing the speaker form, and I had to go in and do that, and I just went ahead and did that. I didn't realize that it wouldn't stick. But okay, good to know.
Okay, so you will all get on Monday, you should all get a welcome email from Sandy that welcomes you to the website, and it will ask you to sign in, and that will be under your member account. It will have your member account, user ID, and a temporary password. So you'll go through the process like all the other members do for your member account.
Will that come in our regular email or our league email?
Okay, so you're going to have two accounts. Your member account will be your personal email, your home address, your phone number, etc.
Okay.
It's your personal account for you as a member.
Right.
The regular one that I use to send letters to my sister,
Yes, the regular
not
email,
the
yes.
forums one,
Not the forums one. The
just
regular,
my home one.
yes, your member account is for you to use when you're doing things as a member. So you kind of have to look at yourself that you've got a split personality. You've got, I'm a plain vanilla member side, and when I'm acting as a plain vanilla member, I'll use my member account. When I'm acting as a leader or coordinator within the league, I'll use my coordinator account. Does that make sense?
That makes sense, except that I've not been able to log in with any account that I have. The LWVKC forums account or my Anitra Steele at Yahoo account. It just comes up login failed. And when I tried to troubleshoot, like forgot my username password, it said I wasn't in their system.
And did you input LWVKC forums at gmail.com?
gmail.com, yes.
It's the place to send it.
Well, I'm stuck at user word pass in at login.
Okay, when you go out and you say forgot my email, forgot my login, you have to put in the email address for the account that you want the username and the password reset for, and it will go to that email address. That's how it looks it up.
You can share the screen I just sent you, Mary, which is me going through the fail process too.
Okay, so you failed also?
Yep, and I started with LWVKC president account and its password, and I got a fail.
Okay, are you using your Gmail account? Okay, you can't be using your Gmail account login. You need to be using your league login that you would have received an update on in your league Gmail account last night.
Okay.
Because your login, Sandy, will be something like L President will be your login, your username. And Anitra, yours will be something like C Forums or L Forums will be your username.
Where would that have
Use
landed?
my,
You received an email last night. I sent all of the officers and chairs. I went through and did the reset password for everyone last night. And in your league Gmail account, you should have received an email that said password reset.
actually, I found that.
Thank you. That'll work.
Okay, Mary.
Follow directions. Is that the message here?
Kind of, yes.
She's sure asking a lot.
I know.
Rules.
I don't know why I send
We
emails.
love you,
I'm not
Mary.
gonna read them.
We love you, Mary. We really do.
Okay. Well, let Anitra and Sandy catch up, and we'll continue. And Dave, if they are continuing to have troubles, can you please work with them? Chat with them or something if they still have troubles, because we need to kind of move on.
I sure can. I don't have access to the emails that you sent around, but I can work with them.
Well, I sent an email last night that gave directions.
Okay.
You know how to make this work, Dave. Okay. Okay, so let's go look at, now that you're here, we go to the home page for members. You'll see that the main menu is different. The blue bar, if you look at the blue bar at the top, we've still got About Us, we've got Our Work, Voting and Elections, and Calendar, and then we've got some other things over to the right that you're not used to seeing. Also, always on the home page for members, we will have a calendar that lists upcoming league events, things related voting events, and then at the bottom, any upcoming leadership meetings or committee meetings. So as a committee chair, if you have meetings and you want to put them out here, you'll be able to do that.
Nice.
Okay. One thing I want us to look at first, let's go to About Us and click on Governance.
Excuse me. Sandy?
Yes.
Peg just got dropped. Can you let her in again?
Oh, sorry.
Excuse me.
I was
Go ahead.
logged in. I was having too much fun.
Okay. Okay, if you go to the governance page about us and governance and you scroll down, there's a whole bunch of stuff about who our directors and officers are and the bylaws and blah, blah, blah. And lots of stuff. You can go look at our board meeting minutes and our handbook and all kinds of stuff, okay? But I want you to look at the bottom, the very bottom, and this will be useful for some of you guys as chairs. There's a little button that says membership application. If you click on that, up comes a PDF. Download a PDF of a membership app. If you are going to a voter registration event or a forum, Anitra, and you want to be able to talk people into joining, just take this with you. You print off a few of these and take them with you, or if you ever need paper membership applications, if you're going to go somewhere and you might have an opportunity for people to ask about the league, you can find them here.
Mine does.
there.
Sorry,
It's
the
not
document you
there.
request is not available.
Right.
Yeah, I'm going to look into that. I don't know why that is going on, but I'll figure it out.
Well, Pat will take care of that. Pat's got to figure that out. Okay. And so that's part of what we're doing today is learning where we got gaps.
Sure.
Okay. There's also new event notifications. So this is going to be something, if you want to add an event to the calendar, you would fill this out. And then Pat and Peg will contact you and take care of that. And then volunteers, some of you, if you have an event where you need volunteers, you'll click here and you'll fill that out, and that will, then you'll be able to get that added to the volunteer button.
So this is like if we're wanting to do phone banking, you could put this out on this.
Yeah, and it's mainly going to be for things like Anitra's going to do a forum and she needs people to work from 6 to 9 on Thursday the 23rd. That's really what this is for. The volunteering part, it's not to get people to join a committee or to do an ongoing activity. It's really to get people to sign up to do a specific event or a specific task.
A one-shot deal thing.
Pardon?
A one-shot deal.
It's a one-shot deal. So why don't we, okay, next thing I want to talk about is committees and interests. So you already saw when people were joining the list of interests that they could sign up for. We also have a committees and interest page for members that they can see all of those same committees and subcommittees. And if you hover, like if I stop at forums and I click on the word forums, it tells me that Donna is a member, and I also have the ability to sign me up. So I could sign up right now. Carrie Cat has just joined forums. So any member can do this.
Got it.
Okay, so let's say we have a voter registration drive. I'm going back to the last thing you said. We need 5 people. When 5 people sign up, what happens with this sixth person who wants to do it?
Okay, let's go to volunteer. Click on volunteer on the main menu. We have a couple of things set up for you guys to look at. These are
Wait, main menu, volunteer, okay.
Click on volunteer. Okay, do you see that there are 3 opportunities coming up?
Mm-hmm.
One's the June 13th monthly meeting. There's a naturalization ceremony and adopt a poll.
Okay, I see that, okay.
Okay, on each of these, if you were a member and you said, oh, well, that sounds interesting, but I want more details, you can they can click on the little arrow on the left and get some more information about what it's about and who the contact is and so on. And when we need people for hospitality and we need people for the membership table. Okay. If I want to volunteer, so all of us are going to volunteer for this one. So I want you all to see what happens when you volunteer. So if you go over to the right and see the green hand that says volunteer yourself, click on it. And it should pop up, I want to volunteer. Does everybody get the I want to volunteer screen?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so down below you can see there's two different things you could do. You could either work 9 to 12 for hospitality or 9 to 11 at the membership table. And also if you have more than one phone number, it'll ask you to pick your phone number, your preferred phone number. So you just go in and say, I want to work. Everybody go in and click either hospitality or membership table, pick one. Pick which one you want to work at. So you're going to click on the box. So I picked hospitality. Then I'm going to click next. Now, if I wanted to bring I'm Carrie Cat, so if I wanted to bring my husband George with me to also work, I could do that, and I could do let me back up. I could go over to click add another member or add a family member or add a non-member and add other people to volunteer, or I'm just signing up as myself. So I click finish. And I'm now signed up for that, and I will get an email that says, thanks for signing up. We got you down to work hospitality from 9 to noon on June 13th.
And the person in charge of the meeting gets an email saying that person wants to work?
I believe they do, yes.
Okay.
And then the person that's in charge of that event will also have access to that event where they can see later on, go in and see the list of everybody that signed up. You can also go send the emails to them, etc.
This is unbelievable.
No, it's very believable.
Oh my gosh. Oh, wow.
Yeah. So we'll get into more detail about what you as the coordinator for an event would do. We'll get into that on Friday. Because today we're just talking about what members can do. Trying to just cover what a member can do. So everything we're doing is what members can do.
And I tried to sign somebody up and it said that the registration is full.
Okay then. Well, so we've already filled the 28 spots that we had, so I guess it is full.
Right.
Fabulous.
Yeah. Now, this particular volunteer opportunity is part of the June monthly meeting, but they don't have to be part. So you can have volunteer opportunities that are part of like a regular meeting, and you can have volunteer opportunities that are just standalone. So the next one is a naturalization ceremony, which isn't part of another league event. It's just a standalone. So does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And you can also, you know, I don't know that we would need this, but like up the previous one, you saw that there was 2 different task and time slots. So if we had an all-day event, you might have a time slot from 9 to noon and another time slot from 12 to 3 that people could sign up for. Okay, so that's volunteering. Okay, now we're going to go to events. So let's just go back to home. Click home on the home page. And go over to where it says league events, go over to the June 13th meeting, monthly meeting test. And we're all going to sign up for it. So this tells us about the monthly meeting. If you kind of scroll down, you know, where it is, Pat Goodwin is the contact. And it does say, because this one is a pretend luncheon, so it's going to be $15 to go. To registration is required. Most of the time for monthly meetings, it won't say, you know, it'll just say registration not required. But for something where we're asking for money, we're saying registration is required and you need to pay in advance. And it's $15. So if I want to go out and register as Carrie Cat, I click on the register now button. You guys can all register for this event. We'll be playing with pretend money today. So go ahead and click on the register now button up in the upper right. Click that register now button. And you'll see event registration, who's attending is what the screen's gonna say. Okay, I've decided I'm going to come and I'm going to bring my husband, George. So I'm gonna click who's registering for the event. So you can say just me or me and guest, or not me, but I'm registering some other people. So I'm actually gonna say I want 2 guests, to bring 2 guests. So I click next.
I'm just watching.
Okay, and my registration, I'm gonna click active member, because that's who I am. The next guest, I'm gonna click another member on your membership, because that's my husband, George. And then I'm gonna bring our friend Matilda Gage, so who's not a member, so I'm gonna pick non-member guests. Does everybody see that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you guys can register yourself or whoever you want to register right now. Then you can click next. And so it's already got me. I'm going to add George Cat as my non-member. I'm going to add Matilda Gage.
Yes, I am.
I'm going to make up an email for her.
Cute.
And a phone number.
Do we have to have her email and phone?
Okay, so we had discussions about this and decided, because sometimes things may get canceled or we may want to communicate with everybody that signed up, that we wanted to have the email, ask for the email and phone for the guests.
Okay.
So if others think that's going to be a problem, we can make that not necessary. But I think, you know, that's, you know, think about it, Sammy. If you've got good reasons why we shouldn't be asking for that, then, you know, we're open for. The group thought that that's what we needed to do. That's what we kind of agreed on in the age of COVID, that you need to be able to notify guests. But
And what you could do is you could put their name and your email so that when the event did get canceled, you know, oh yeah, Susie was gonna come or George was gonna come. I need to let George know that that meeting was canceled. So
Yeah.
that's another good reason to have an email, even if it's your own email address.
Right. Well, it's just that, you know, you have to go find that as the hostess, you're hosting someone, you have to go find all that information.
Or
Yeah.
just use your own again,
You have a
Simi.
contact list.
Okay.
the other reason that we really want the other reason we really want their email address is we want to be able to add them to our non-member database, our non-member list, so that we can invite them to the next meeting and try to get them as members. So that's the other reason that we're asking for it.
There are prospective people.
We think they could be prospective members if they're coming to one of our
Right.
events.
I mean, but they sign in, they give that information. But sometimes I'm a lone wolf, so I will just let this go.
Okay, let's go. Let's click next. And then this gives me a summary. It'll give you, if you click next, you'll get a summary of who all you signed up. And at the bottom, to make this stick, you have to click complete registration. Okay, and then that will take you to the make payment for page. So mine, it says make payment for Carrie Cat. And I've actually signed up for two different things. I've signed up for the July meeting, and I've signed up for the, well, I've signed up actually twice. Probably shouldn't have, but I'm going to pick the second one. I have to click on the arrow on the left, the box on the left. That puts an amount in for payment, and then down at the bottom, I'll select payment method, and I can either do PayPal and use a credit card, or I can say I'm going to send in a check. If I say I'm going to send in a check, it gives me information about where to send it. And I can also print an invoice to send in with my check. And it comes out as a PDF. Okay. Any questions about signing up for events?
I see it have a coupon. Enter your code. Will we ever have that?
The only coupons that we are going to have at this point is the gift membership coupons.
Okay.
So somebody gives someone a gift membership, that's where they would enter the code.
Okay.
Okay, then the last thing I wanted to cover is the member roster. So if you click on it, if you go back to the home page and click on member roster in the upper, or the last thing on the list, on the menu, excuse me, you'll see it says member roster. You get a screen and says search. Well, right now, if you click search, you're going to get 38 members, and you can look at all these people and see all the people that we have listed. The 38 of us who are coordinators, and there's some test accounts and some other things, and there's multiple pages. So you can go to the second page if you want to, and so on.
And Nancy Drew is there.
Yeah. Now there's all kinds of people in here. Some of them you might know. Jane Doe is here. Horatio Hornblower is here. Ola P. Mathers is here. There's several interesting individuals here. Okay, but you may, once we launch, there's going to be, a couple hundred active members. Right. So you're not going to want to go through all 200 pages. So you can search for first or last name, and here, maybe I can't remember how to spell your last name, but I know it starts with the B-A. So if I just type in B-A and click search, it gives me, finds everybody that has B-A in their name.
Goofball.
It gives me Goofball Mountjoy in addition to Letty Baker, Cheryl Barnes, and Cheryl Barnes. So, and of course, the second Cheryl Barnes that I see on my screen has a city. You can see that most of these have a city listed after the name. All the coordinator accounts will have a city listed as LWVKC/JCP, so that you know that's that person's coordinator account. It's not their real account. And you can also search by, I guess we could search by committees and interests. Let's see who wants to work on voter registration. We're going to search and see nobody has signed up for voter registration. Okay, I'm going to go down here and see if anybody has signed up for my technology group.
Hey, I'm on voter registration.
Well, this part doesn't seem, I'm not sure what's working, what's going on here. I'll have to check on this because this doesn't look like it's working.
You need to take out BA in the search text.
Oh, duh. BA is a problem, isn't it? Thank you. Okay, Dave Mountjoy has signed up for the tech committee. Hopefully we've got more voter registration people.
I signed up for that just a few minutes ago.
Oh, look at all these people that have signed up to be on voter registration.
Wow.
Wow, Ann Calvert, both Ann Calverts, both Ann Calverts, Ola P. Mathers has signed up for this, Stacy Testrita, Laura Wycourt. We've got all these people that have signed up. So if you wanted to just see who was on your committee, you could do that. Here, there's another way to do that under committees and interests that we'll talk about on Friday. If you wanted to know who's in your state or whatever, or who's in your zip code, you can do some kind of things like that. So that's the member roster.
Nice.
Okay, I've droned on for a full hour. It's 11:05. Why don't we go to questions? Any questions? Anything I missed? And
Mary, I have a question.
Okay.
Should your password be the same for both your member account and your committee account?
I, again, don't care what your password is.
Okay, it'll allow it though if you.
You can put down whatever you want, because the website doesn't actually know that you're the same person.
Okay.
Got it.
It doesn't know. It knows that there's Donna the Observer Corps person and Donna the member. It's not going to know that that's actually the same person.
Okay.
I have a little, sorry. I have a little question because my Google Fiber died. So did Sandy record this so I can see what I missed?
It is being recorded, yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah,
And
we have
the
a
other-
couple of people that couldn't be here, so we recorded it for them.
Yeah.
Stacy?
The other thing, Mary, is that if anyone would like to have an individual one-on-one or two-on-one additional training, there are several of us that are willing to do that. Just let us know, and we can give you a call individually and walk you through additional questions you might have. Particularly before Friday, when we're going to go through a little bit more of the coordinator stuff, and so that you're ready for that. So just let us know if you would like.
That's really, yeah, Peg, that's really helpful. And Jean Ann, I don't know if you've listened to your messages or not, but you and I, this is Laura and Jean Ann are going to try and be the people that call and that actually help people who need to renew, who are a little scared of or not having success with the new website.
Perfect.
And today, what we really wanted to cover is what members see. We're not, if you've got what members see, that's great. Because on Friday, we're going to get into what you as a coordinator or leader will use. So we had a couple of people that I know couldn't be here today that might need a little extra help. And I'm going to try to set up something maybe in the evening, maybe Thursday evening, for people who have additional questions or need extra help. And I'll let you guys know about that. But also certainly Peg. And in one of my emails, I talked about who was on the committee. Dave, Peg, Pat, Rita, myself, Sandy, Cheryl have all been on the committee. There's 7 of us. I hope I didn't leave anybody out. So we can help. If you have questions after the call today, or if you see something out there that's like, that doesn't look right, my God, these people have a typo, or they left something out, or why don't we provide information about such and such? Send us an email, let us know. We may and we may not be able to add that. Some things are, hopefully we'll get our typos fixed before we launch. If there's things that we have left out, we'll see if we can add them. Some things may have to come later, or some things may not be possible. So, because we're using a packaged software program, ClubExpress. So there's some things that are packaged that, we can't change, but there's a lot of things we can.
Do you have to sign in as a member before you can sign in as a committee chair?
No.
No, your committee.
Because I haven't managed to get in as a member yet. So I am in big trouble if I have to do this first?
No.
No, your two sign-ons, your coordinator sign-on and your member sign-on are separate. It does, like I said, the system doesn't know that there's an Anitra over here that has this sign-on and it knows that it has an Anitra over here with a member sign-on and another Anitra with the coordinator sign-on. It doesn't know that's the same Anitra. Doesn't put that together.
Good.
So, and today you should only have been signing on as your regular, in your coordinator account, but today you only have regular member access.
Well, I never managed it.
Okay, well, Anitra, we may have to have a,
Little one.
Yeah.
we need to have another call.
Hey, Mary,
I just want, oh, go ahead.
no, go ahead.
I just wanted to mention two things about the governance page. The policies and forms are all available now, so if you want to look at the application or any of the other policy and forms there, you'll get them. And the other thing is we've already reported bugs with accessing board minutes. If you click on that, you're going to just get something that is more work than you'll want to go through to look at the minutes of the board, but we've reported that and ClubExpress is working on that.
And my request, Mary, is maybe if you could show everyone that's here, I think Terry might like to know some of our names or such, or I want to just say welcome to Terry. Terry, I'm Donna Hoke.
Hi, Donna. I know we've communicated.
Yes.
Yes.
Right now, I don't know whether you can see me to know which person I am.
I got to figure out how to change the screen.
I know, me too.
Andy, can you, since I think we're done, could you take my screen down? Oh, I'm going to stop sharing.